There will be new millionaires in 2022. By the end of 2022, I think billionaires. And it's just not in the crypto market. It's just not in the stock market. It's basically what I think is going to be a powerful movement. It's just not in crypto, just not in stocks. It could be on all the business ventures. It could be someone in real estate. It could be somebody in a different type of business acumen. And I'm wearing a shirt called Millionaire Mindset. You know, I have this shirt. I'm actually going to get a couple more of these shirts because it's all about the mentality. It's all about strategy and plans. It ain't about always about a quick, quick buck. It's not about a quick deal. There will be new millionaires in 2022. There will be. The question is that going to be you? And the market right now is explaining, is telling you exactly what it's doing. It's telling you that. Not just the market or crypto or stocks, business. It's all about what the person is willing to sacrifice and willing to do. Education is so important. 2021 was big change for all people, and I miss you, but it's not too late. It ain't too late. Now, your planning today could put you in the position you want to be around this time next year. That's a possibility. But it's all about what you do now. Because too many times we want the quick results. And honestly, you can get the quick results. It can happen. Oh, what's up, Allie? What's up? Get some, Adam. Yes, yes. What's up, Redman? Welcome to the show. I'm going to start doing more of these lives as well. My podcast starts next week, starts on Monday. So we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. We're going to talk about projects. Smith in you was a quick grab. It was a quick grab. But here's the thing I want to tell you. There's a lot of those quick grabs out there. A lot of quick grabs. But those not the one that's going to make you those type of money. It's not. It's going to be your plan. It's going to be your plan. And Redmond, you're talking about Shinobi, absolutely. What Shinobi is building is their ecosystem is powerful than just a project. And I think people are just impatient. You got to do the research. I take a look at the Shinobi ecosystem here, and I was impressed. I mean, these guys, not only they're transparent, yes, there's some transition that's going on throughout the last 8 months. Remember, Shinobi is only about November of last year. So let's say that's 8, 9 months. It's not even a year yet. And we're already upset because in the charts, it's not giving you what you need. Remember, I'm not putting Shinobi or any of those projects on the same scale as Amazon and Facebook. You ain't know what Facebook was. It took Facebook years to become what they've been. It took Amazon years. Amazon used to do Amazon was in books. Amazon was in books until they started getting this millionaire mindset. They're like, hold on here. Well, we might start with books, but we're going to end with something special because they kept strategizing. They're like, listen, let's continue this road. Just like YouTube right now. YouTube was definitely not what it was. Google bought it. YouTube started to really change its platform saying, we want to stream everybody. Podcasts, content, how to do, entertainment. We want it 24/7. YouTube is a 24/7 content creation. Who else has that in terms of video? Not too much. Bothered today, listen to some anime. Yeah, I mean, it's a waiting game. So when you buy it today, I wouldn't really look at the charts. I would look at what they're doing. Look at exactly their business. Look at the roadmap. Look at the utility. Look at what their strategy is. Because to me, I think they're legit. What's going on, man? Hawk getting you. What's up? So my thing is that, listen, millionaires in 2022, why not? There's no reason why that could not happen, to be honest with you. And the thing about it is, the ones that are patient and they're getting things and they're like, you know what? I have a 2-year strategy. This is how I'm going to become a millionaire. Or this is my 6-month strategy. This is how I'm going to become profitable. Okay. So it's about a strategy. You can definitely invest in something and boom, you're $10,000 profit, $5,000 profit, or even a few $100 profit. That's good. But then again, can you sustain that? And so the things I've done is I put together spreadsheets together. I've even done videos about it several times of different projects or different things. Like one is that I got a spreadsheet. I track the staking, I track the price, I track the actual utility that is providing. I track when the dollar cost average when to get in, add some to my position. And so the thing about it is one of those things here. Everybody's like Bitcoin, Ethereum. They're missing the point here. Yes, investing in them, guys. If you want to become profitable, you just can't just invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm sorry. If you want to become like, unless you are wealthy, you're not going to get extremely profitable just Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's not. You know why? Because that's what everybody say. That's a safe bet. But there are projects and tokens and stocks and opportunity that is getting ready to explode if you're willing to take that step. See, everybody's saying get Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, 22,000 Bitcoin. Now, who has 22,000? Now, some people out here that has it, you know. But even if I buy one Bitcoin, I got one Bitcoin is like $22,000, right? So if you do that and it doubles in price, you get another $22,000. That's great, double in price. But look at something like Matic that has an unbelievable technology equation. Polygon Matic is doing great things there. They're one of the projects out there I will look into as well. But there's several ones out there that thing can explode to even higher grants because what they can do with their technology, their vision. Bitcoin it's going to be fine, but it's only going to do so much. Yes, it gets $100,000. Think about this. Bitcoin's $100,000. That means Matic could be, what could Matic be? $20? You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that. So it's like this. If I put $10,000 in Matic and Bitcoin goes $100,000 and Matic goes to $25, I'm just saying, what? You see what I'm saying? And then you can turn around and say, I still want the Bitcoin. So let's say Matic goes $25 and I get $10,000. That's $250,000. Smash the like button like your life is dependent on you. I appreciate it. But anyway, that's $250,000. If I put $10,000 into Bitcoin, I'm probably not going to get the whole 100,000 because I didn't buy the full Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? But I get 250,000 and then I can turn around and buy that one Bitcoin, lock it up in the case for 10 years. It's about thinking. I'm just making a Bitcoin example. I'm not knocking Bitcoin. Bitcoin definitely is something that's important to have. It is, But what I'm saying is I think people are not really researching the ones that got tremendous potential. They may be low cap. They may be a little bit more risky because the reason why they're risky is because not a lot of people know about it or not a lot of people are willing to take the chance on it. But they like Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's what I hear a lot. And I'm like, that's not going to get you profitable unless you got a lot of money. So if you got $100,000 to throw on Ethereum, sure, why not? Or if you got $100,000 to throw on Bitcoin, sure, why not? So you got to look at some of these plays that's slowly building an ecosystem, building a brand, building things that for the future you may be using. You may be driving down the road, you may see a billboard, you may see a building that's named Shinobi, or you may go into a department store and Dripto tokens. Remember, Dripto token shoes. I got some Dripto tokens. Do you guys realize you can buy shoes on a platform by using your crypto? See, not a lot of people know about that. That's just an example. Dripto literally is the first shop to earn cryptocurrency that you literally can buy Nikes and Jordans and streetwear with Vault, Shiba, USDT, Ethereum. You can actually use that to buy real merchandise. Now, in the DAO market, they literally created this. Now, what do you think is going to happen to them in the next 6 months? $2 million market cap, $3 million market cap, not financial advice. I can see $50 million market cap. I put my $10,000 in there. It's at 2 cents a coin. Let me get my calculator and I'll get to the Vault question too, because Vault's definitely on that list too of ones that just slowly doing a great job. So I got paid $10,000 and I got 2 cents, but the 2 cents went to 20 cents because they're creating a platform they've never seen. And their contract checks out, their team checks out, their merchandise checks out, their utility checks out, their roadmap checks out, everything checks out. The only thing is missing is time to develop and then investors to really see the vision. And once you see the vision and you see it kind of transpiring, boom, that's it. Now, what Volt is doing something that's very, very creative. They're doing something really good. They're stacking up exchanges, which I think is good. They're like saying, we want to be on everywhere. Volt is like saying, you know what? We're going to be everywhere. Millionaire mindset, that's what they have. They have a mindset of saying, you know what? We want to be in every exchange that's possible. And they're coming out strong and guns out. We're going to this rap thing. I think it's great because it's all about attention, marketing. People want to be around that kind of stuff. And Volt's going to be like, we're going to force our way into your living room. You're like, listen, when you turn on the television, you may see a Volt commercial. You know what I'm saying? So Volt, good leadership, and they're building something very, very special. If they're at a $60 million market cap, what in the heck do you think they're going to be when the market starts to wake up? And it will. Ethereum 2.0 is around the corner. I do think that's going to spark some interest, to be honest with you. Could we go back down, in terms of Ethereum? Could we go back down? Sure, we can. Could Bitcoin go under 20,000, 15,000? Of course it can. But the thing about it is that what happens if it doesn't? What happens just, it kind of just, consolidates what it is right now. I'm not looking at the chart right now. And it just goes up. Grove tokens done a good job too. See, guys, there are going to be several winners. There's not going to be a lot of winners. There's going to be a good amount of winners that's going to do some good things. Grove has been making some strong noise as well. Bolt, Dripto, BTFA, Banana Task Force 8. Of course, it's like it or not, Shiba's going to be there. Shiba's kind of like that. Shiba's like that person that you're like, it is what it is. They're going to be there. Shiba is going to be in department store. I won't be surprised. You literally drive up to Kohl's or Walmart and they say, we take Shiba here. I won't be surprised you start seeing Shiba into stores. I won't be surprised. Shiba is not going nowhere. Like it or not, they're not going anywhere. But there's room for others like Bolt and Grove and BTFA. It's room for them as well. Now, all of them are not going to make the cut. You're right. But there are going to be some, they're going to make the cut. They're making the cut. And there's room for people to be successful. But you got to have that mindset and that strategy because it definitely can work. I'm telling you. I'm thinking spell token Harmony One. Okay, Harmony One. Smooth low person can be really popular. Now, Harmony One made some noise early on with their technology and their blockchain. So they're still there. I do need to do more research on Harmony One because there are actually projects being built on their actually blockchain. But if they can get some momentum and continue moving in a powerful direction, absolutely. I'm telling you, I mean, Bitcoin, Ethereum, extremely safe. Extremely, extremely, extremely safe. And there's nothing wrong with being safe. But you don't become this being safe. Now, I'm not telling you to get all the degens. I'm not saying that. There's some decent degens out there, degen plays, that you can make some profit. I'm not saying you go up in degens. I've got a few that I'm looking at, but I'm not looking at a lot of like your classic degen play. You know the classic. You know what I'm talking about. Those degen plays, like like some, Wally Inu. That's a degen play. No Wally Inu. Come on now. That's basically to get some momentum, get some money in, and kind of do what you got to do. To me, I feel like some of those plays people lose. I don't want to see more people lose. I want to see more people win. So that's why I haven't been talking about some of the ones that only a few gonna really win at those. You know what I'm saying? I rather look at the low cap potential, not pump and dumps. That's gonna be around for a bit. I think those classic DJing plays that go up and come straight down, that scares people. There's a lot of fear in this market. I like the ones that it may be a degen play, but it's going to be around for a long period of time because they got a good community, good leadership, good utility, and the contract is solid. So So I've been doing a lot of research. So I really have not talked. What's up, Mike? What's up, Mac Brown? Yeah, man, I'm here. I'm here. We'll be doing more lives, man. It's time for me to do a little more lives. I start my podcast next week. So I'm gonna be doing it on a Monday through Friday basis. So check me out. We're gonna be talking about some tough stuff, man. We're gonna be breaking down some projects. We're gonna break down some portfolios. I'm going to break down like a strategy some people can follow. We're gonna look at some hidden gems, some ones that I'm liking. And I'm gonna do a live. I'm gonna be like, listen, I kind of like this. I think I see this going here. So we're gonna kind of talk about that a little bit during the podcast, the Captain Podcast in the house. When's the time to tighten up? I don't know. I haven't really been following Saitama in a while, but I know honestly, they're not going nowhere. Like them or not, Saitama's not going nowhere, man. Saitama's not going anywhere. I don't think anytime soon. I don't think they're going anywhere. Um, Listen, if you can get through the down market and you're still like doing stuff, you're gonna listen, you're gonna be here when the bull market runs. If you're still out there producing something and you're still viable, you could be unbelievable in the bull market. Can you imagine your favorite project like Shinobi, Shiba Doge, Shiba? They're still getting things done. BTFA, Dripto, Jetstar, Vault, especially Vault, Streamer in you. I mean, Hulk in you that I'm starting to see. Where do you think these guys will be in a high market when Ethereum and Bitcoin decided, like, you know what? It's time to move up. Not like that, but start. These things could be unbelievable. Vote in you 60 million. That motherfucker could be $500 million, like easily. I'm people may not like me from saying this. I'm just saying because you got to understand when the market goes, there's so much money and people that know about crypto. And if you're working your tail off now, when this new money comes in and this new eyeballs come into this market, they're going to go to the ones that they know and seen and familiar with and building things. And you know where they're going to go? They're going to go to the internet. They're going to go to YouTube. They're going to go to Twitter. They're going to go. And what they're going to see, they're going to see Vault. They're going to see Dripto, BTFA, Shiba, Dogecoin. They're going to see those. They're going to see those as well. Growth token making some noise. Saitama, like it or not, they're going to see that and they're going to invest into that. Because Saitama is probably going to have something there that attracts them. They're not going to know about the history. Because listen, it's about what you do now, not what you done 6 months ago. The new people ain't going to know. They're going to be like, oh, Shiba, I saw Shiba on a commercial on YouTube. Somebody was talking about it. And then he going to tell his friend and his friend and his friend. And then and all you know, you got all these people in this volume. Because once crypto at some point becomes adopted, mainstream, people are talking about like they do in front of at the dinner table. Once it gets discussed at the dinner table, it's a wrap because they could be talking about your favorite project. And this is so early, guys. It's crazy. People are crazy about the chart. This is the time you got to get the mindset, the millionaire mindset. Because by the time the people come in, you maybe already be a millionaire or profitable already. But these are the tough times where we got to go through. We do. It's going to be on this channel here. The podcast is going to be here. It's going to be around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm trying to think if it's going to be afternoon or night, but it's going to be Monday through Friday. We're going to get down to some stuff. We're going to have conversations. We're going to break some things down. It's going to be like an hour long, and it's time to do it. I've been planning to do it for a while. Been working behind the scenes on some other things. So, but I'm going to release it on Monday. It's just time to do it. So, but I'm going to go live probably every day this whole weekend. We're going to go live and do all this. But I'm telling you, when this new money comes in, this is people are not talking about because a lot of fear right now. Fear and keeping it safe. And I'm not saying anything wrong with that. Fear, buy Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's what I see. Fear, that means I'm not buying anything. I'm selling stuff, possibility, or holding. But if I am buying, Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's what you see. I'm not saying anything wrong with that. I'm just not doing that. That's just me. I'm just not doing that. I ain't just not doing that. I'm not just not doing that. Because listen, we want to become profitable for our family and our legacy. And I ain't gonna get it just buying Ethereum at this particular time. Now, Ethereum goes to like 100,000, then we can talk. But this 2.0 should be really good, especially what they're doing with their technology and their proofs. But you, to be a millionaire, you got to have some guts too, guys. And you got to be able to take the losses too, the wins and the loss. I took a lot of losses, man. I took some losses. I took some things that I should have done. I told you the story. I should have bought Shiba back in at the end of 2020. I should have bought a big bucket of it, I should have loaded up the back truck and should have just loaded that sucker in. Adam is his best bone. Shiba bone. Yeah, I like bone. I think bone's gonna be part of the Shibarian, so I think bone's gonna be very, very important to the actual ecosystem. Don't sleep on bone or leash. Yes, content. Absolutely. We're gonna have some fun with this. Absolutely. Is a public beta, most secure wallet in DeFi, mass passive income. Okay, awesome. Terraria. Yeah, Terraria's building something too. They've got some really nice things in the background when they're doing, got a good team. We'll just see what happens. Terraria could be in those conversations. Listen, once your project is in the dinner table among families, it's done. If they're talking about, oh, hey, Jan, did you get some Terrarium today? Yeah, I got some. I saw a video about it. Once it starts getting those conversations, it's done. And I see you live more often. Enjoy your business. Yeah, live more often. Absolutely. Definitely live more often. And yeah, I've just been working behind the scenes a lot, but it's no excuse. I'm going to start doing it. Start pushing things I'm seeing. We can look at some charts. We'll take a look at some of these projects, maybe break them down. Like maybe have a day or a session where we just break down Crow. To me, I think Crow is definitely in those conversations of projects to have because of their partnerships in their range, in their reach. I think it's very undervalued, which is crazy. I look at the price the other day. I'm like, Crow, is this? And I actually have a Crow card somewhere. So I have a Crow. Yeah, I have a card, the crypto card. I used it early today, the crypto.com card. And I'm like, wow. And I'm using the card, but I'm earning crypto along with it. So that could be there. That right there is a secret weapon from them. It's a secret weapon. I didn't listen to myself and sell before Mark had to move some things around. Listen, I do think we are gonna get another opportunity. The market is definitely the market really gives people another chance. They give us so many chances. They're like, all right, we're gonna move Ethereum. I mean, they just give us chances. Now the problem is, can we stomach when it's down, when it's doing a lot of things, or can we handle when it's up? Can we handle, okay, this my portfolio is up 65%. What do I do? And the thing about it is sometimes you may be too happy, you may be too comfortable. You're like, what do I do with this? The thing is, go look at your strategy. It may be time for you to sell some of it. It may be. It may be time. So it's all right. Cold Dow, it's another one. Well, I think tomorrow or Monday, tomorrow Saturday, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna list some projects here and we're gonna put them in categories. Where do you think they're gonna be? And there's about a good 20, 25 out there. And you know what they are: Baby Dose, Crow, Shiba, Vault. All of them, to me, are solid projects. That I think is gonna be around. Shinobi, it's a bunch of them. I know I'm missing some out there. To me, you're going to have so many projects. They're just going to be there. They're going to be there. You're going to have a lot of them that's not going to make it. And some have already fell off. I'm telling you, the ones that making strides in a market like this could be unstoppable when the market goes back up. They could go in a different area that you've never seen. Like Vault, the way they're moving, I understand it's small exchanges people were talking about. They're not doing... These people could be absolutely unbelievable. That thing could be like 500 million, like boom, because they've been building for so long. And once the market releases and people realize and see, hey, I'm ready to spend money on crypto, or I've never seen crypto. There's so many people don't know about crypto. It's like 90% of the world don't even know, or not invest into it. They may know it, but not invest into it. And I've seen a lot of people. I've seen certain people, it's just kind of, took a step back. They're like, I'm not going to get into the market rebounds. But what they understand is this is the time to really invest. This is time to Get your Bitcoin, get your Ethereum, get your XRP. Get your Binance and your Crow and your Shiba and your Vault. This is the time to kind of do it. And now and we're so blessed. Some of these projects you can stake. You can stake it. It's almost like they call it the crypto winter. Your hibernation, like a bear. You hibernate for so long and then you just pop out. Some of these you either get reflections, like Vault, you get reflections, or like Crypto Token or Cold or any of those other ones, you can actually stake it. So let's say you got a big bag of Cold DAO or Crypto or BTFA or Crow or Vault, any of those, because I'm seeing over here. And I like all those projects. I do. I like all the projects that's mentioned, along with other ones, Grove, Shiba. There's a lot to like. But here's the thing. You can't get them all. They're not action figures. You just can't get them all. They're not action figures. Crypto is not, stocks, assets you don't want to get all of them. You got to make some tough decisions. Damn, I like Vault. Damn, I like Shiba. Damn, I like Crow. Damn, I like Big. You may want to choose 2 or 3 of them, these bad boys, and go ham. You might want to say, you know what? 5, 4, something like that, or 3. You may want to damn, choose about 3 or 4, not financial advice, but this is something I really discovered. Choose, obviously, Bitcoin and Ethereum's in a different stratosphere. They're like the automatic. You should automatically probably have Bitcoin and Ethereum. More than I seen probably have a little bit of Bitcoin and Ethereum. However, that's automatic. That's not what I'm talking about. But have maybe 3 or 4 of them, and you just dollar cost average when you have the chance. Let's say you're working at your job or you're getting money from different things. You push it in it. Push it in it. Man, I'm telling you, got a person that's maybe a truck driver. All he buys is Shiba and Vault. That's all he buys. He said, I'm going to go with 2. I know this guy, actually. I know a person, that's all they do. They say, I'm choosing two assets, Shiba and Vault. And that's all he buys. He gets his check on his truck driving, and he just throws it in there. He said, I'm going to do it for a whole year. Dollar cost average. When I pay all my bills and everything else, I'm just going to put in Shiba and Vault, Shiba and Vault, Shiba and Vault. I'm just going to buy for a whole year. Vault automatically get reflections. And if he's staking his Shiba inside the Shiba swap, he's getting bone, and there's other sites that you can get staking from Shiba. Let's say he does that for a year. A year. All I buy is Shiba Vault. That's it. That's all he buys. That man could be a millionaire in another year or so. What? Because all he did is for a year. It's like all I did is for a year. I think what happens also is in crypto and stocks is that we want to get them all. And I'm like, I would focus, and depending on it's just a few of them. Just because I may not talk about them doesn't mean I don't like them. It's just I can only have so many in your portfolio. You can't be having 15 and 20 in it. Unless you are you're running a business that gives people rewards based off cryptos or whatever, or something like that, or something. Be careful with that. I would just choose a few of them that you like, that you feel great about. Shiba, Shibido, a couple of them, and you'd be like, that's it. And you just kind of build from there. And we're going to talk more about these type of things. I got some examples of how I can really show you. And I thought about doing a live over this or a video of how you can buy one asset for 6 months. 6 months, right? One asset for 6 months, and 2023 could possibility come out with some serious profit. You just buy for 6 months. You didn't take any profits. And if you got staking or reflections, that's just a bonus. Because every project doesn't have staking reflection. Not everyone. Although most of them these days now have a place where you can get some staking rewards. So I think that's really good. And you got it for 6 months. So I'm going to do a live over. I think about doing a video over this and even doing a live. And you could just take a project. Because honestly, guys, a lot of these projects, you can become pretty profitable. like Tierium, Shinja. I mean, you can't. It's all about a game plan. It's all about a game plan. They all got good community. Tierium's got a great community. Shinja got a good BTFA. Bolt, Cuba, they all got good communities. They've got solid lead, at least solid leadership. It's not as hard as we making this, guys. It's not. It's not. It's all about believing what you have and keep adding in as much as you have. And Everrise, absolutely. This year, from glad you found. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Everrise here, and thank you for the compliments here. More Everrise content's coming from this channel because, guys, Everrise is a top blue chip project. I haven't seen anything that stops me from believing that. Everrise, I'm going to say it on July 22, 2022. 2222. They are a future blue chip project. I have an opportunity to learn more about them. I've talked to people that's behind it, behind the scenes, had conversations. Can't really say what we talked about, but I will say you this is this. Everrise in 3 years, listen, you're going to look at coin market cap or whatever the new coin market cap is, or whatever it could be. I'm sure it may still be them. You're going to see Everrise in that top 100. And then you're going to see top 50. I'm telling you, I really feel good about Everrise. Everrise is one of those projects that I would dollar cost average in. I would treat Everrise like Ethereum. Swear to God. I would treat Everrise like, that project where I got to have. That's me. Crow and Everrise. Ooh, Crow and Everrise. They are building something. Well, I ain't saying something. Their technology, their range, their DeFi, what they're doing in DeFi space, NFTs, their talented team, the community. Oh my God. And the fact is, Everrise partnered with some of your favorite ones, like Volt, like Shiba, several other ones. They are that may be a diamond. They're a diamond before people see it. And I was sitting there doing research the other day, and I'm like, Everrise is on every list. I was doing research and I posted it on Twitter. I'm like, Everrise is everywhere. They're like top volume, top DeFi, top talent. I'm like, so I'll do research on them. 5 chains, 1 supply. And they're going to add more chains. They're going to add more chains, and they're not even done with their dApps. They still got other things that's be coming out. And they're not going to stop with those dApps. I'm sure they're going to add some more things to that. It's too talented team. They know what they got. It's just they're early. Remember, Everrise is barely a year old. I invested to Everrise in September of last year. I think they started out June of last year. It's July of 2020. It's barely a year old. So listen, a lot of these projects, guys, are not even a year old. They're barely a year old. What do you say about Zombie Inu? I always thought Zombie Inu, in my opinion, could be a leader in 3D gaming. I'm telling you, I own a couple of the 3D NFTs. This is just my opinion. Everybody's different. They'll be like, he's a crazy guy. Some crazy guy wearing a Millionaire shirt talking about Zombie Inu. Yo, listen. What separates in the park, one of the things is Zombie, the 3D NFTs. I'm just their graphics. I'm just listen, like I may keep those. I may not ever. I ain't gonna say ever. I can't say ever. I'm gonna keep those NFTs for a long time. I plan to, unless somebody gives me a bag of cash. I may not touch those because I just think they're really cool, man. And I think that they can transition to a game. They've already working on some gaming with it. They did a beta game that I played multiple times. Them too has a really good leadership team as well, good community as well. We are Zenu. They're in a conversation too. That's gonna be around. I can see Zenu being a cartoon. Like you go on TV on Cartoon Network or something like that. I can see Zenu being a cartoon with all the characters it has. I can see it. I don't know if they really thought about that. I could see them being a 3D type cartoon. hmm I could see them being that. I could see them being a cartoon. I could see them being like a very mainstream video game. You know how you have Sonic and Mario? I'm not saying they'll be that, but I can see that. I can see that that can happen over time. That's what I see. Now, other people just say it's another crap coin or whatever. I don't see that. I don't see that. Like Everwise, I see Everwise being a blue chip project. I see it now. I see it right now. And for me personally, I bought a bag of Everwise back in September, and I haven't sold it, man. I mean, I'm staking it for 3 years because I know that thing's a blue chip. And in 3 years, we'll open it up. I'll take some of the rewards from staking, but the main tokens, I ain't touching that. Now I might take some of the rewards that stakes and things like that, obviously. But the main, I ain't touching that. 18 million, buddy. 18 million. Mm-mm. No. No way. And think about it. That gets in the top 50, top 40. The 18 million may be worth millions. Just Everrise. Just because that's what I believe in them. Now, Drip Network, Gypto token, is this Gypto token? Oh, Gyp Network. You're talking about something else. I don't know about the Gyp Network. Now I know about Gypto token. Now I know about them. I know about Gypto token. So I know about Gypto token. I do know about them. But like I say, guys, there will be millionaires in 2022. Straight up. Straight up. New ones, not the ones that's already a millionaire and they just made another million. That's gonna happen too. It will be new millionaires because the people who's made positive decision and they stayed in the game, they didn't panic, they didn't do all these type of things. They invest in projects that has that potential that can get them where they want to go and then explodes over time. It's gonna put you in that status. It's gonna be and it's gonna be thousandaires. Let's just say thousandaires. Yeah, thousandaires, millionaires. Some may become a billionaire, like somebody that's already a multi-millionaire or a millionaire or something like that, but get to billionaire status. Absolutely. Someone asked about Hinnock and his challenge. I think Apollo, if Apollo can really get to where, excuse me, if Apollo can really get to where their potential going, sure. I think that him put, I think Apollo, everything depends on how Apollo does. And I hope he does it. But Apollo has potential. It could get him there. Absolutely. I've been checking out Apollo out by far. But they can get him there. But the thing about with him, he's got so much of it. It may not take much from Apollo in terms of a price moving standpoint to get on those numbers because he owns so much of it, and they do have reflections. My understanding, so he's adding tokens all the time, a big holder. So it could get him to that $100 million mark. Apollo alone could. It may take a little bit longer for him to get there because it takes time for everything to develop, but he could probably get there over time. I don't know when that's going to be, but if Apollo continues to stay in things, sure, over time, sure. And he's every right to kind of change things around. He can say, "Hey, I was this, and I moved over there." He's every right to change things if he feels like it needs to. BTFA is going to change many people. I think it's already have Rose. I think it already has. I think it already has because remember they gave out money when you got a certain amount of NFT. I think they've already begun to do that, and they've got a solid marketing thing they're doing right now. I like what they're doing with their marketing. I like what they're doing in terms of getting listed in partnerships. I like what they're doing with their branding. This is something that I think that projects, Volta has done a really good job of this as well, is where they're branding themselves where, listen, you're going to have to listen to me. They don't have to do a lot of in your face marketing. They just got to present it to you. Here you go. And then when you check them out, you're like, oh, And BTFA, they're partnering with some really strong companies to help them rebrand their website, helping out with their utilities, and helping out with their actual future development. They got a marketing team in terms of content creators. They've got, listings on different sites. Their banded governance token, that's doing pretty well as well. I mean, they got a nice plan. Um, and I think it's the project that has good plans, successful plan that's still out there. Like Shiba Doge just hit 25,000 holders, which is a great deal. Vault NU is just, you know, hey, I'm looking for Vault NU being on another chain. I want Vault, they've talked about that, like getting on Crow or something like that. I wonder if they talked about that. I think it'll be a solid move for them in the future. Expand their range. But they own Everwise, so you can get Vault through Everwise, Everswap. That's good too. So, but yeah, and Vault is probably one of the only ones that you see that uses their logo. You see those little you see those lightning bolts. Instantly, I know that's Vault. I instantly know that's Vault. I don't think, and then I think they know this. They don't understand like those lightning bolts is a big deal. Like BTFA with the bananas, Dripto with the drip. Those little emojis matters. It's branding. It's awareness. It matters. It does. It does matter. When you put a lightning bolt, I instantly think about Volt right now. If I'm thinking about it and about 64 people in there, what do you think of the millions and billions is going to think? Lightning bolt, bolt. And that's what you want to be. You want to like, all right, I put this in front of you. I instantly know what it is. And then what Vault's doing, which I think is a solid job, they're getting on exchanges where someone can at least find them. Now I know they're in a major big ones now, but they're actually climbing that. You see, you have to, before you walk, you got to crawl. Because sometimes we just want to go straight to the wall. Right now, they're just crawling. They're like, listen, we're learning how to crawl. We want to be the best crawler we possibly can. And we have a plan to not only walk, we're running. We're running through that door. I'm telling you, that lightning bolt, it matters. It's branding, awareness, it's relationships. And they already kind of have a let's vault, or have you been vaulted yet? They already have the language. That's all that stuff matters. It does. It matters. Matters. It's awareness, influence, branding, everything. All that stuff matters. It does. Like you should be like, I know instantly what that is. When I think about bananas, I actually think about BTFA. I think about, if I'm looking at a project, if I think about bananas, I'm thinking about ApeCoin and BTFA. Now, in terms of NFTs, of course, the Bored Apes and things like that, obviously. The Bored Apes, absolutely. The Bored Ape, no question. When I think about a banana, I'm thinking about BTFA. I'm thinking about ApeCoin. When I think about a lightning bolt, Bolt is the only thing. And I live in Florida, which is not too far from Tampa. And it's the Tampa Bay Lightning. And these guys, we're legit. I like the Lightning, by the way. We're legit. But what I'm saying is, I think about Bolt before the lightning bolt of a professional hockey team that won the Stanley Cup last year. So it's not like this is some team that we're just trying to make. These are the champions. I actually think about Bolt before a national team. So let's say if I can start thinking that, and I live in Florida, I love Florida, that's my state. What's going to happen when everyone starts to really see it and figure that out? And so they've been building all this time. Then once they get into like even major major exchanges, it's over. It just takes time. And the same thing with your favorite one, Dripto, Zenu. Like this guy here, right here. See these guys. Honestly, I like them all. I like all these that you just mentioned here. I like them all because all of them, what they all have in common, they're working. They're working. all these have in common had they all to me, they all gonna be here. They all gonna be here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And you can add a few more on here as well. Everwatch, Shiba, of course. Shiba Doge. Yeah, you can have a few more on here, but they are working. They have not given up. They haven't stopped. They haven't stopped. You go inside their Telegram or their Discord or their Twitter. Some of these guys, 24/7 content. Like BTFA, Shinobi, all of them. It's content all the time about them. You can find stuff on all these here, all of them. I mean, this is crazy. So this here, what I think, I actually like them all. They're all solid. I think, in my opinion, not financial advice. We got to say this. I wish I can just not say that because this is just we're just talking here. I think you all can become very successful. In a down market, what it's done is giving everybody that second chance. Oh, Vault is at this price. It used to be here. Now it's here. I can go ahead and jump in. All these and more is giving us, it's almost like a second chance. Remember Ethereum, was at $4,000 and we're like, whoa, sucker is what? $1,500? Now, come on. Now, you guys know, because sometimes, if you don't know, it ain't going to stay $1,500 for a long time. It's not going to. It got to, listen, it was $4,000 earlier this year. The market can just change, guys. Let me go see when was Ethereum? And thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Roy, for the super chat. Thank you very much. Hey, Justin, man, yeah, Grove. I'm looking into them. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I am. I like what I'm seeing. I appreciate Justin, man. So Ethereum. Let me go look at it. It seemed like we have amnesia. Okay. So, guys, Ethereum was $3,500 in April. May, June, July. 3 months, guys. It was $3,500 in April. Let me go show you this, because I just don't want to just me saying this. Let me just say, it's just like we have amnesia. We forget where some of this stuff was not that long ago. Okay, so you see the Ethereum here. I just did it 1 year. April was $3,500. It's like we forgot about that. And if you move back just a few months back between there, it was $4,600 about 4 months before that, or 5 months before that. So that wasn't that long. That wasn't May, June, July. 3 months. That sucker was $3,500. It's $1,500 now. That's a $2,000 difference. 3 months. That's not that long. Now, crypto, it is going to be a long time. Theoretically, in crypto, yes, that's a long time. But if you just look at the calendar, take yourself out of it, ain't that long. So that means that your favorite project made it, if it was around then, could have reached a certain area and it came down. But you have all this room. You don't think this thing gonna fly past $3,500 at some point, especially with 2.0, everything checks out okay. It may not happen exactly at that moment, but over time, $3,500 in Ethereum, what? Come on, guys. Listen, no. That thing is gonna go much higher than $3,500. I don't know when, but it's gonna fly past $3,500. Come on, Ethereum? It just is. It just is. Just be prepared for it. I'm just telling you. And it was 3 months ago. We act like it's been 10 years. Think about it. It's a lot of fear in this market. It's a lot of fear. It's a bunch of fear. We scared. We see it. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't do stuff over fear. If it is what it is, if it's a bunch of fear, talk about it, spread it. But when you look at it in the standpoint, hold on. This was only 3 months ago. 3 months. And if I go back, let me go look at Bitcoin for a moment. Let's just see this. Sometimes we forget. We don't talk about this as much of where, man, this thing is about here. This thing is about 3 months ago. Okay. So, guys, April 3rd. Let me go ahead and make this bigger. Bitcoin was at $46,000. It's only 3 months ago. $46,000. So to me, these projects, the vaults, the groves, the Shinjas, the Saitamas, they're gonna be around because they're still working now. It's the projects that's still working. The community is still pushing it. The devs and the leaderships is still working on their projects and their utility planning. If you got a project that's hey, we're in this thing, you got a chance when the market really rebounds. You have a chance. Now the ones that's quiet, I hope it works out for you. I'm not gonna say it won't. It's the one that's out there pushing, man. And you know the ones they are. You see them all the time. I mean, shoot, I see Volt all the damn time. I see them all the time. All the time. Lightning bolts all over the place. I see Shinja all the time. I see Shiba all the time. I'm starting to see Grove all the time. I see Dogecoin all the time. I see Dripto. I see BTFA, of course, Bandex and Bandex. There was a time I didn't see much of Bandex. I'm seeing Bandex everywhere. I'm seeing Bandex everywhere because they're getting listed on LBank and BitTrue. These are some pretty good exchanges. These ain't like these are decent exchanges that's got volume. Like LBank is a top 20 exchange. Like their volume. Let me show you this, guys, and I'll go to the questions here. And I think sometimes we also don't realize this. According to CoinMarketCap, LBank, this is LBank. Look at their volume. That's their volume. Look at some of these other volumes. Look at this crypto.com. They double their volume. CoinCheck. LBank is very underrated in terms of volume. They got more than Gemini, FTX US, Bitstamp, just as much as Gate.io. And Gate.io is a top 10 project. But the volume itself, the 24-hour volume, got more than Qcoin. You think that? Did y'all know that? LBank, according to this, got more volume than Qcoin. Kraken. Now, it's not going to be, these are the big dogs here. But I looked at that, and I understand in terms of their overall numbers, it's lower. But then also look at this, the average liquidity, the markets. So LBank, 506 markets. Not bad. Crypto.com is 467. Gemini is 126. So Kraken is 598. So I bring this is because of this. Let me go back and look at the kind I'm showing you. Okay. So LBank volume. This is research, guys. That volume, that number, it's not bad. It's higher than CoinCheck, Crypto.com, Bitflyer, Bitstamp, Gemini, even Qcoin, guys. Even Qcoin. It's higher volume than that. It's crazy. So I look at that and I'm like, LBank is actually a little bit better than I thought they were in terms of volume. We're just talking about volume. And also what I like about it, their markets. They got a number of markets that's in. So if I go back real quick, and I'll go ahead and zoom this in. Thanks for everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. LBank is 17. So they actually moved up. They were 20. LBank moved up. And their numbers are similar to crypto.com. Guys, look at that. Volume. They're just one behind them. They just don't have that. They don't have that image of what crypto.com in terms of the the marketing and the branding. But look at this. They beat them head to head this area. They beat them this area. They beat them this area. And they beat them in volume. To me, volume matters. So if I go look at volume, let's look about volume. This is volume. I'm looking at volume. The SC.com, I'm looking at the volume. I want to see what the attention is. That's what I want to see. Volume matters. It's just not about that. Volume matters. It's not everything, but I want to see what volume. So I'm getting listed on some of these exchanges. I want volume. And if I'm some of these other projects that's got community, utility, and then another thing I would do with LBank and some of the other ones, I'll be marking the shit out of all those exchanges. Absolutely. We'll be doing giveaways. We will be. See, here's another thing that I don't know if anybody knows this. Get on something like LBank. No, it's not a top 10, but it has good volume. And, they've been around for a while. It doesn't, now it's not, they don't have the name like crypto.com or Kraken or Gate.io, but they still producing a good volume, and they're a top 20 exchange. So until you get up into the big dogs, I will be grinding on LBank. I'll be LBank. Listen here. We're gonna do competition. We're gonna do We're gonna really work this in because they got the volume. The volume is there. They can we got the markets. LBank's got the markets and the volume, according to what CoinMarketCap has. So it has the market and the volume. And it's all about being the millionaire mindset. It's using what you got and seeing if you can go to a different level. That's all it is. Because right now, when you invest in something right now, I won't expect a big increase in the chart, but I would you know what? If I'm dollar cost average, if I'm staking, if you want to stake reflections, and I got an 8-month plan. You know what I'm saying? 9-month plan. If I got a plan, 9 months plan, so I'm like, okay, this happens, this happened. Let me show you something, guys. I'll even show you this. Let me show you this. And I think I've already shown this before. Let me show you. I'm going to go and break this down, guys. I'm going to break this down I don't really see not many people doing it. And it's not their thing. It's my thing. So look at this. Check this out. So if you see here, this is my BTFA, my strategy here. All right. You see my profits. You see the grand total tokens. You see the grand total is 27,000. And you see the staking. So if we earn $4,500 just in staking. Now, I've been doing this since April. So basically, if I go up here, and I can be transparent, I've been doing this since April. See April right there. So I've been tracking ever since April. And I think that's when I believe that's when I got BTFA around that time. And that's very true. So my plan is, look at this, profit $10,000 of BTFA. I added Bandix as well. And you see in transparency, it's all right, every time I'm staking, I'm adjusting my staking in each area. I'm staking for 180 days. So that means that my plan automatically is 60 days because they're just in there for 6 days, but 6 months. 6 months. So this is for 6 months. For 6 months, I'm going to track the staking, the price, and then dollar cost average when there's opportunity. That will change my investment. You see my initial investment. You see my profit. Now, BTFA has got a great profit versus Bandex, but combined they're $15,000. That's profit, which means we could take the profit out at the end of the 180-day terms and invest in something else. But here's the thing I want to tell you about. In my opinion, when this 180 days do leave, when it does, that profit could be 100,000, maybe 200,000. Who knows? Take some of that money, go buy some Bitcoin and Ethereum. Take the money, cash it out, put it towards something, invest into something else. So what I'm saying is it's a strategy. This is something I've been doing for a while. You guys, you may know that I do a lot of profit portfolio videos. I got one on Vault. I got one on Dripto, a few other ones. So what I'm saying is, it's like just using what you have and just having a strategy. I say, you know what? I'm gonna do 6 months. I'm just gonna do 6 months. 6 months, break it down, be transparency like every Monday. I'll break it up like, hey, you know what? This is how much I have. The price went up. That's why I'm not worried on BTFA. We're just doing on one token. I'm not worried about the price going up and down because I'm in this for at least 6 months. But at the same time, just on BTFA, they have 180% staking percentage. So I'm staking basically 5 billion with Bandex and with BTFA. So I've got a large number staking, but here's the thing: 180% in 6 months, and it's fixed. So that's fixed in there. So even if the price just goes up and down a little bit, people take profits, it's okay. Or people, buy into it, I'm still getting those tokens. Eventually, BTFA will, in my opinion, just my opinion, will continue going up. Will go up. And when it does, man, those profits now that you see here could change. Check me out. So let's say BTFA, and this could be your favorite token. This don't have to be BTFA. This could be Vault, Shiba Doge, whatever. It's the same strategy. It's the same thing. It's the same strategy. So you can use this on different things. So let's say 1-0, just 1-0 gets off the board. One. You see, watch this. Check it out. 1-0 automatically you saw $188,000. That's 1-0. 1-0 and an 8. 1-0. Guys, 1-0. Could I do that? Why? Yeah. We ain't that. We're not saying 5. I'm not saying 3. I'm saying 1. The way BTFA is positioning themselves, yeah, at least. So then, okay. Remember, 1-0. So my staking is going to change. So let's say by the time 1-0 happens, let me just put a 1 here because staking's changing all the time. Check me out. 270. Because remember, 180% staking 2 billion tokens. And let's say it did get to that number, 1.3 billion. What if it does? So now your profit's 270,000. Looks pretty good. That's profit. That's literally taking out my initial investment out and leaving what I have. So let's go over the Bandex. Bandex is the governance token, part of the ecosystem of BTFA. Let's say that one loses 0, which it possibly can. Why couldn't it? Bandex, $340,000 total profit. My profit with Bandex is $75,000 from a $3,000 investment. BTFA investment $9,000. My profit's $265,000. So you have that. Then the staking, remember, 180 days. It has 180% staking reward, and it's fixed. So it's not going to go down to 12 or 50 or 180%. That's what you got. So let's say, go back to this. Let's put a 1 on here. I don't think I can do that. Let me see. I'm just kind of making something up. All right. So then you have 1 billion. Check it out. 360,000 profit. Now this is 95,000. Your staking is 37,000, which is absolutely ridiculous, crazy. So now your profit's $360,000, and that's just 1-0-1 from each of these. And the way you're seeing them operate, to operate like a business. Now, Vault's in this category, Dripto's in the category. There's several. There's some in here. Zombie in you. There's some in this category. Of course, Shiba is. Of course, other ones. But what I'm saying, guys, this is just 1-0. Then once that happened, take your profits. I can take these profits out. I still have a good amount of Dripto tokens in here. And I don't have to take all the profits. I can say, hey, listen, let me just take half of that, 150,000. I could take it out. I could put towards Ethereum. I could buy Bitcoin. I can buy, hell, you can pay your mom house out or whatever. I'm just saying, like, and that's really not a lot. Just 1 0. And I added a little bit more staking because I'm staking it for 6 months. And I may re-up my staking. I plan to re-up my staking. They still offering this 180 days. Oh, I'm going to yeah, I'll take some profit and then I'm going to re-up. And then dollar cost average. So when I see the price goes down, take some of that profit that I got, jump back in. Or jump into another project or coin or stock or whatever that I feel great about. So I feel really good about this. And then you just put your money towards there. But for right now, if I go back here for a minute, if I just go, this is where we are right now. So this is where we currently are. Let me change the date here because we're on a Friday now. So this is where we currently are. It's not bad. Ain't bad. $15,000 profit. And my initial investment was $12,000. So I'll take that $12,000 out and still have $15,000. That's what that means. That means that doesn't include my initial investment. Now, this could work on any project that you have. I mean, and it doesn't have to follow this model. This is something I follow, and I just do it every week. Every week, here's this 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 week, here's this. I mean, every week. But this was before I got Bandex, so it was just these two, and I added Bandex to the equation, and that's when it really started up. It really started to fly once I add another token in there, and then I just expanded what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what the profit would be. I wanted to see how many tokens that's being added into the ecosystem. And remember, guys, treat your vault portfolio, treat it like a business, man. Treat it like a bit. Treat this thing like, you know what? This is my business. Treat it like a business, like literally. I think the mentality, the millionaire mindset, once you start treating it like a business of your own, instead of like a pumping them, getting in, getting out, you can get a lot of trouble with that. You can just get in a lot of trouble. You get in there, you don't know when to get out, you lose all this money because there's no real plan in there. You could just get in a lot of trouble. You just get in a lot of trouble. And a lot of people really get in trouble with that because I think they're looking for maybe the quick, opportunity, and they just don't realize, and they get in trouble. Okay, how about investing in a stock split? Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm investing in stocks as well. Something like this, definitely, absolutely. Yeah, stocks are really good. There's some really good opportunity in stocks, especially some of those low cap stocks that has that potential, just like maybe similar to a crypto, but not as volatile. But there's a few stocks I'm sitting on for a while, and I don't plan to really open it up. Like there's some stocks I don't plan to touch it for a few years. I put a little amount, and I put as much as I'm willing to lose, and I'm not going to open it up probably for another year. Like Everrise, 3 years, and we're almost. I invested in Everrise in September, but I didn't start staking until November. So we're coming up to our first year of Everrise. I still got 2 more years. It's like my contract. I got 2 more years on my contract. Treat it like a business, a contract, like a partnership. Treat it like a real partnership. So you'll partner with Vault. You're a partner with Vault. That means you're taking your investment seriously. You're treating it like a business. You're like, all right, not only I'm just part of the Vault community, but I'm invested in, and I'm also following them. And so I'm also tracking what I'm doing. Oh yeah, absolutely. I just answered a question. Appreciate. Oh, thanks for the super chat. Thank you, Steven. Thank you. Driven 60% on the token. Okay, all right. Contract with nouns. Okay, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I've seen them around Dex tools. In you. Thought that was interesting. In you. Yeah, treat like a pet. According to Tony Robbins, watch it grow. Yeah, right. Watch it grow. This is growing. This is growing because you see it. Is I'm obsessed with it? Not obsessed with it. I just come in here and okay, prices change. So I go to Bandex or go to BTFA. So BTFA, prices change. So let's say like, all right, prices change on BTFA. I'll just take on Dex Tools what the price is, come right here, and I just update it. Boom. Prices change because, prices change. And you just change it. So the only thing I really change, I don't change the BTFA tokens unless I purchase more. And if you purchase more, you just add it in there, whatever you stake. So right now, if I go to my area of staking and I refresh the page on the 8 vault, so I go there, and then when I go to, so I'm going to 8 vault, and right now this has changed. All I'm doing is taking the staking, and I'm going to move it over to here. So it's actually went up a little bit. Bam. That's simple, guys. It's that simple. I love this quote. You're right. Treat like a pet quote. It's that simple. It can be that simple if you're willing to go to an area where you feel comfortable. And then you can do this on anyone. You can do this on Vault. You can do this. Any of them, you can do this. Absolutely. And I do have one for Vault. I have one for a few other projects. The same, similar format. Another one here that I do is, where was it at? Like the Profit Vault, same thing. I did a Profit Vault one where it just shows you your estimate. So at $63 million market cap, this is what you look like with this amount of vault. So there's similar stuff, And it's good to kind of have something to look forward to or something to kind of like really, compare. So treat it like a pet. I love it. All right, guys. Well, I'll be back tomorrow with another episode. We'll go through some things. I got my little water jug. Take action. Put a plan together. And to me, million-dollar mindset is thinking bigger and strategy. Don't settle and limit yourself. Yes, you can get the ones that everyone gets, and that's fine. Those are good. But if you're really trying to make real profit, man, you can't play it too safe, but you can't play it too risky. You can't be out there just buying everything. Just 2 or 3 of them, 4, and just go ham in them and put a thing together. That's all you got to do. So, but all right, guys, I'll be back with another episode tomorrow. I'll see you later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Do have a bone prediction chart. I'm working on that as well. I do think bone could be really good in the future, but we got to wait to see what happens with the Shiba ecosystem. I'll see you on the next video.